first ever podcast I've ever done. Is this going to be your first podcast?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm very excited and nervous at the same time.
Well, that's a good thing because I don't know how to start this thing off.
Man, we in this together. We all in this together, like the Wildcats say.
All right, so we're the Wildcat. That should be the name of the podcast. Wildcat Wrestling Podcast.
That'll be interesting. Oh, man.
But no, right now we're going with the Cadecast Podcast because that's my name.
Interesting.
Yes, and this is how we're starting this off.
It.
So, introduce yourself.
My name is Jamie Butler, but I go by the name JB Skills. I'm here with my boy Mike Cade.
See, I'm glad that you introduced me because now I don't have to introduce myself.
My pleasure.
This is our first podcast, and why not kick things off with, the upcoming pay-per-view. Well, not even a pay-per-view. They took that title away. It's now Premium Live Event.
Oh, yeah.
The PLE.
So, let's start it off with Night of Champions, shall we?
Yes. Because nothing get those ratings better than the WWE.
Gunther versus Ali for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes. How do you feel about this?
Well, I think they got a bad number one contender in the first place, but I do like Ali. I think he should go back to his old theme song. But
you're not liking the whole positively Ali?
No, I like I'ma go hard, I'ma go hard. That slaps hard. That slaps.
See, that slaps, but that wasn't getting him. Well, it was getting him over, but
you got to think he did get hurt, and that's how we got Coffee Mania in the first place.
That is true, but at the same time, like how far would he have went in that elimination chamber?
I don't know, but hey,
we
didn't think Kofi would have went far, but he was the last minute, so.
All right, but we're not talking about Kofi. We're talking about Gunther versus Ali.
Oh man!
So who you think gonna win?
Well, I think Gunther's gonna win.
Of course,
I think Ali's gonna get demolished. Even though I'm rooting for Ali, but I think he's gonna get demolished.
See, I don't think he's gonna get demolished. We're gonna be in Saudi Arabia. Mustafa is loved over there.
He really is.
So I think he's gonna give a great show, like the same way Gunther versus Sheamus went, of like just a great match, and Gunther just pull out that win.
Yeah, man, that was a crazy match, man. I just hope his wife and children are not there, because that would be so embarrassing.
He'll be fine.
Oh man,
he got a whole country behind him to watch him lose.
Oh man, that's what they said about Zelina Vega. You saw what happened to her.
True.
She'll be fine, and Rhea Ripley beat that girl.
Well, speaking of Rhea, let's go to that match next.
Rhea versus
Natalya.
Oh my God.
Rhea versus Natalya.
See that's how I know she's not important. I couldn't even think of who Rhea was fighting.
Wow.
And Natalya has been there over 10 years. She's been there about like 14, 15 years, something like that, if not longer. She doesn't do it for me. I don't know. When she first came into the business, I'm like, oh man, she's going to be it. Like, she's a hard. And then she lost to Michelle McCool for the Divas Championship. She came in as this badass character and then turned into a joke like Great Khali vibes.
Everyone have their ups and downs. Everyone have their flows. And Natalya been around for such a long time. I think it's almost 20 years that she been in the company.
Yeah, and she did beat Naomi for the SmackDown Women's title, but that was a petty win. That was a pity win. They just gave it to her because she's been in the company a long time. That's why I think that's the only reason she won.
See, so I think we both agree that Rhea's gonna win this match, but do you think it's gonna be a good match?
No.
You don't even think it's gonna be a good match?
No, because Natty doesn't put on good matches.
She doesn't add anything spicy to her wrestling.
She does not.
She's a very technical wrestler.
She is.
And if you don't find that type of wrestling interesting, I can see how
you could be a technical wrestler and still add spice, and she just doesn't do that.
She doesn't give you the spice that you need in your wrestling.
No.
See, her match is very technical. Her match is very skillful, I will say, because she has that like Heart Dungeon type of wrestling. Of like grab your wrestler and you just work limbs. And that can be very boring at times.
There's a lot of people I don't like that are technical wrestlers, but I will say they put spiciness in their match. I'm not going to say no names yet, but we'll get to that later on down the line. But Rhea Ripley for sure.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Rhea, she been putting on some bangers matches. Like, she come up with creative power moves, and she could carry this match, and then you have Natalya with her. I think they'll have a great match together. Like, they'll come up with something spicy. Even if you think Natty can't bring the spice.
We'll see, because I definitely don't see her bringing the spice.
I feel Rhea's going to bring the spice. That's what's going to make the spice.
Well, yeah, of course Rhea's going to bring the spice, but not Natty. So what do we have next on the card?
Oh, let's go with Bianca versus Asuka.
Oh.
Like, from one women's title match to the next.
Nah, that's going to be spicy.
See, we already seen it, though. We already seen it at Mania.
Yeah, and that was spicy. That was spicy, and with Asuka turning heel, and I don't know, man. I don't know who's gonna win this one.
You don't know who's gonna win this.
I don't. I don't.
You don't see Bianca winning yet again.
I do, but I don't.
I see Bianca winning again. Like, until they just figure out what they're gonna do with these women titles, whether they're gonna switch the title between Bianca and Rhea.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think they're just going to create some new titles in general.
I hope so. I hope they either create new titles or give these titles some new names.
The reason I say they're going to create new titles and probably give it new names is because they would have been traded the titles by now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, until one of these women either switch titles or get new titles, I don't see either of them losing their titles. Especially not Bianca. The way they've been, like, booking her of just going through everybody. So we're in a sort of disagreement, because you could see Asuka winning and I could see Bianca not losing. But at the same time, I feel like this, like,
I would be happy either way, though.
The way you feel about the Rhea Natty match is how I feel about this match. I feel like this is not going to be a very spicy match, because we've just seen this match.
So you think Rhea and Natty match is going to be better?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Just because we haven't... When was the last time we saw Rhea versus Natty before?
We haven't.
See, that's why I think it's going to be a little bit better.
That's a reason for that, because she's not it.
Who's not it?
Natty's not it.
It's not about being it with Natty. It's about being a linchpin. Like, she's been there for so long, she can put on good matches with almost any woman on that roster. Even if you say she doesn't bring the spice.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
she have to prove me wrong. She's never proven me right.
She called herself the boat.
Oh my God.
But with Bianca and Asuka, we seen what they can do together. They have good chemistry. I'm not saying like it's gonna be a boring match. I feel like I know the outcome. And the fact that we just saw this match at WrestleMania, it doesn't get me excited about it. But what do get me excited, Trish Stratus.
Oh, Trish versus the man, Becky Lynch.
Now, first off, who you see winning this match?
Well, I like them both, but I'm gonna say Trish winning this match. The only reason I say that because I think it's gonna lead to a second match at SummerSlam, and Becky's gonna win that one with the help of the returning Lita. I
kind of hope Lita is done wrestling, because the last time she been wrestling, it felt a little slow. I feel like she been like her body can't handle it. I feel like that's just my opinion. But Trish, on the other hand, I feel like Trish still got some gas in the tank.
Because you think she's perfection.
She is pretty great. I feel like she has some gas in her tank. She has something she want to prove, and she is doing heel Trish.
I love it though. I really do love it.
Like, this is when she's in her element of just being cocky, just being overconfident, and just knowing how hot she is. And the fact that she's now had legend status just make her even more cocky about it.
I love it.
It's just the whole thank you, Trish. It's just like, yes, everyone should be thanking you, Trish.
They really should.
Like, I love this character for her right now.
So we know who you got in this matchup.
Yes, I'm going with Trish.
All day, every day.
Not all day, every day, but for this, like you said, like, this should lead to more matches. This shouldn't just be a one and done.
Yes, it should not. It really should lead to more
matches. I feel like they have some sort of plan for Trish, because they put her in the draft. selection.
So here's the $1 million question. Do you see her being a champion again?
No.
Oh.
No disrespect to Trish, but like I want that title to go on the up and coming stars. I don't need that to go on either a women's part-timer, because that's how I see Trish. Trish is a part-timer, and it's nothing wrong with that, but I want it to go on the up and coming women.
What do we got next on the card?
Speaking of part-timer, let's talk about the ultimate part-timer, Brock Lesnar.
Jesus Christ.
Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
I wish he'd just go away. I just wish he'd just go away and don't ever come back. He should never came back to begin with. He just, oh my God.
It's been a very weird feud. Because we don't even know why.
Exactly, that's the point. Like, why? Like, why did you attack him? I was just talking to my buddy because he also got a podcast, House of Wrestling. But we was just talking about this. We still don't know the reason why Brock attacked Cody. Like, why? What is the reason for that? Hey. Like, if you're gonna attack him, it needs to be a reason. I could have seen if you want the championship, and you be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but Brock can't get a shot at the title.
Well, as long as Roman champion.
Yeah. But like the world title, that's all up in the air. So we'll get to that road when we get to that road.
Yeah.
But right now he has Cody Rhodes that he has to deal with. Their last match, somehow Cody beat the brakes off of him.
No, Cody actually won.
I know, but like, did you see Brock's face?
Oh, yeah, he was bloodied and busted open. Oh, my God. I forgot about that part.
Like, Cody somehow dominated.
Well, because Brock ran into the post. That's how he got busted open.
True, but that's still just like, that's how you treating Cody? Cody's some sort of beast slayer like no one's ever seen before?
Hey, I mean, he's a beast slayer, but he's not the original beast slayer, but we'll get to that guy later.
So, who do you see winning this match? Because Cody going in with a busted up arm.
I want to say Cody, but I'm going to say Brock. I see Brock winning only because, once again, I think it's going to lead to another match at SummerSlam.
Yeah. But I can see Cody still winning and this leading to another match at like a SummerSlam.
Oh my God damn. Well, if that happens, then Cody for a clean sweep. Just like
he did with Seth.
Yeah, exactly.
They love Cody and they're trying to build Cody to like Roman level. Then I guess he can't lose. But at the same time, it's Cody Rhodes. He's not Roman.
He's really not.
Like, he could lose and still be beloved and believed as the person to beat Roman.
Exactly. I think they're going to eventually have Cody versus Roman again at some point.
Yeah, we have, that's the end of that story. Like, they keep talking about finish the story. The story is Cody beating Roman. It's not Cody being the world heavyweight champion. It's Cody toppling the Roman Empire, defeating the bloodline or whatever form of the bloodline is going to be once he faced Roman again. Like, that's the end of that story. Like, we thought it was going to be at WrestleMania, but it wasn't. Roman still proved that he was too much of a force.
And he told Cody that he wasn't going to finish the story.
Yeah.
Speaking of the bloodline.
Good transition.
We have the bloodline. Roman Reigns himself. And
Solo
the special enforcer, Solo Sikoa, versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships.
Who you think winning?
Woo! This is going to be very interesting. Who do I see winning? I think it could go either way. I could see Sami and KO winning due to the interference by the Usos causing them to lose the match, and there will be more cracks in the bloodline. But like you were saying earlier, you don't know because how the country feels about Sami.
The whole because of Syria situation.
Yes.
See, I feel like because everything is all good, Sami is going to be in Saudi for the first time. There has to be some sort of good graces for Sami to be coming to the show. So it's a good chance that they're like, we're okay if Sami Zayn is here and that he win this match. So I'm hoping politics don't get involved in this and that it's just pure storyline. But either way, I want Sami and Kevin to win But here's the thing. Just imagine this. The whole storyline for, 3 years, Roman haven't been pinned. Imagine if Sammy pins Roman in this tag team match.
Oh, my God.
Even if, that is my dream scenario. Because, we wanted Sammy to get that win at Elimination Chamber. We knew he probably wasn't. But the idea of his home country having his back, everyone cheering for him, and then winning, that would have been a storybook ending.
I'm surprised Roman made it out of that alive.
Yeah. Well, it's Canada. They're very nice.
Oh, man.
But, this could be the next best thing for that Sami Zayn story. This could be the end of that story of Sammy being the first person in 3 years to get the pin on Roman. That would be, in my opinion, the way you end that story.
Speaking of the first pin on Roman, do you remember who was the first person to ever pin Roman Reigns?
First person to pin him?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, it was his own cousin, bloodline member Jey Uso, when the Shield fought all the superstars. Jey Uso was the first one to pin him.
So do you think the Usos are going to purposely go against Roman, or do you think it's going to be they try to help and then they end up backfiring?
I think they try to help and then wind up backfiring. But I think at some point the Usos are going to eventually purposely turn on Roman.
My hope is the Usos don't get even involved in this, and that it's just between the bloodline and Sammy and Kevin. But yeah, Roman matches is always chaotic. It's always a lot of overbooking, a lot of everyone getting involved. So most likely the Usos are going to be involved somehow, some way.
Yep, most likely.
All right, so let's get down to what I hope is the main event.
I really hope this match is the main event.
It's the World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles.
Mama knew AJ Styles, baby. Oh my God.
First off, who you think winning this match?
Oh, well, it gotta be the man himself, the visionary and trip, Seth freaking Rollins.
See, there's literally no doubt that Seth is winning this. They gave him a whole documentary.
Exactly. For 2 weeks straight.
Going over his career.
Exactly.
What did AJ get?
Nothing.
Exactly.
And he just recently came back from an injury. It's good he's in a title picture, but why put him in a title picture if it's not going to go anywhere?
There's no intrigue in, who's winning this match because we all know it's Seth.
Exactly. We know it's Seth.
It would have been way more interesting, in my opinion, if it was Edge. If it was Seth versus Edge for the world title.
That would have been a great match. It would have been
a great match. We know they have chemistry. They had some great matches together already. And
it will involve more storytelling.
Yeah, especially on the part of Edge, because before he went into his triple threat match, he released a video talking about, I need to win the title that I never lost. And that would have been a great story to go into this match.
And this actually is the title he never lost, the World Heavyweight title.
That would have been a better story. That would have been a more intriguing story. I don't know why they didn't go with that. Maybe Edge has a set number of days. And maybe he was just I ain't going to Saudi. But we don't know. AJ is there. AJ's going to put on a great match.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a banger automatically.
This match is going to be a banger. There's no doubt about it.
They did it before. Then that was a banger. That was a hell of a match. And I think for being the championship on the line, the vacant World Heavyweight Championship, this is going to be a banger. But I love AJ, and I want to see him be a champion again. But this match got to go to the visionary drip himself, Seth freaking Rollins.
See, I agree. Seth is winning this match. There's no doubt in my mind. If AJ somehow win this title, I will not be upset. I will be confused as hell.
Confused, exactly. I was gonna say that. Confused,
but I will accept it.
This doesn't make no sense. You did all this building up for Seth Rollins to have him lose to AJ Styles.
Yeah, but we'll see. Night of Champions is this Sunday. So far...
This Saturday.
So far, the card is looking pretty good. What match are you most looking forward to?
Well, Seth and AJ for sure. And Becky and Trish.
See, I'm going a little left field with my pick. I'm going with Gunther versus Ali. I feel like Ali has something to prove. He want to show out, and this is going to be his match to show out. Gunther is constantly putting on banger matches, so I feel like those two are going to have some sort of fun together in that ring.
It'll be definitely an interesting night to see.
Well, I feel like that is a wrap for our first podcast.
Pretty much.
So we'll see what happens on Saturday.
Peace out.